Hey guys, Cheap here with something a little bit different. I got asked repeatedly to do my top 10 games of the year, and I was thinking about how to do it. And I realized since my channel is about games that are under $10, I'll do the top 10 games that I played this year that were, in fact, under $10. Um, and the first one I'm going to talk about, since it's the only one that's a phone app, I could say Pokemon Go. In my heart, I wanted to say Pokemon Go. In general, I love every Pokemon game that came out, so I'm incredibly biased. But I did want to point out this phone game, which is very entertaining to me. It's called The Trail, and basically, first of all, that is a ton of compatibility. This is one of the few phone games that I really wish was a computer game. Um, because you wander along a trail, you collect things, you get quests to, decide if you want to, all right, maybe I want to hunt things, so you focus on hunting quests. But there's also other quests like being a merchant or just, chopping down trees, things like that. It's really interesting. Um, I just have a lot of fun with it. That's the general art style. This is actually like from the game. It's very pretty and fluid. And I really enjoy that game and I keep telling people to play it. There is a story to it, but a lot of the story is sort of kind of picked by you. You get to decide why your character's traveling and things like that. Like the only thing that's set is you're going along this trail and you got to make sure you eat and stuff and don't get too tired and change your clothes and things. Because they get worn out hiking along the roads for ages. Past that, it's you sort of decide what you're journeying for. And I haven't even made it to the main place where you get a house and stuff. I just have that much fun going back and forth along the paths I already have. Alright, so, by the way, this isn't in any order. That's just the first game I want to talk about because, that one's the only one I can't pull up on Steam for you, so I need to have it on a separate page. Alright, so, and yet again, these are games, I had to hunt down games that actually came out this year, because a lot of the games I play are really old, and that's why the price is low. Anyways, I did a playthrough of Cellar. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a very creative puzzle game, having to work around with the light. Yeah, that's all you can see, and you're exploring the basement, and it kind of feels how a basement felt as a kid. And you have the option of finding your toys in different ways past this and that, and new traps and stuff are ended. Not to mention the giant thing that chases you to your death, because why wouldn't it? It's really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I've done a playthrough of this, so if you guys want to check it out, it's on this channel. And to be honest, a lot of these are. And you can see the boyfriend telling me something about his puppy, who's apparently using him as a body pillow. Next game on the list, Count Lucanor, which, yet again, I also played on the channel. This game is just really pretty. Yet again, I don't know why this game scared me so much, but I still don't trust goats. I liked that I had options about how to do things, and the light mechanic, and that pig boy is still a jerk. It had a really good story, and I like it when puzzle games have story. Goats are evil. And at some point, I do want to go back and get the other ending, because there's one or two more that I haven't gotten, and I'm just I need to have this. And I think that's a good thing to see in a game where it's I want all of the endings. I need to know all of your secrets. Also, hiding in there from those things was terrifying. See, I never talked to that rat, and I think that's how you get another ending. Alright. So, next, and I'm fairly certain everybody was going to guess this one. Daily Cathonical may, in fact, be my favorite game this year. That and the Dweller are kind of fighting with each other, for overall. And I have a hard time picking, one thing over another anyways, so I'm just putting out a general list of things I liked, because I figured that would be easier. Yet again, I played it on the channel, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. it's a very interesting game because you've got the people, and then you send them off on tasks, and then there's other like sometimes it's a mini game like what's on screen right now, and other times it's like, all right, I gotta like in this, I gotta figure out how to get around this. You know, what am I going to use to take down this threat? What can I use to get extra stuff out of this threat? You know, and they now have the guide, which tells you more. But like, even if you just go into it without using the guide, you're just sitting there like, all right, I gotta think right. What would solve this situation? Dogs are still the most useful thing in that entire game because they're good puppies. Anywho, so yeah, Daily Cathonical. It's also still on sale right now, although the sale ends tomorrow. So if you're gonna snag it fast. I never got to fight the Archmage. That looks exciting. Anywho, super duper big fan of this game. Like, I played the initial version of it, which was still like sort of like, was it alpha? No. Whatever. It wasn't like finished. They were still fine tuning some stuff, and then they fine tuned it, and I played through all the versions again because I love this game. Alrighty, next, and my most recently played game, if you don't include the one that I posted today, was The Dweller, which I still think is an incredibly creative take on puzzle games. I'm realizing that I like puzzle games and stuff where you can do logic and things like that. They're just more fun to me. I like the take of being the monster, and I like that instead of like I have to find a way to jump from place to place, it's I'm going through the ground and dragging rocks this way and that, and I have to creatively use the rocks to make platforms and things. I found it really enjoyable. I loved all the little death animations and the screams from the guys. Like, it was so funny, just their little, like, sometimes I got a good Wilhelm out of them, and other times I'm like, nope, they're just, just like, I'm gonna hide in this corner. Like, fall like half. I'm amazed that guy didn't go, that rock crushed that guy, I should scream. Anyways, it was a super duper fun game. Anyone that watched the play of it, will completely understand how much fun I had with that game. I also want more out of the story of the game. That was, like, really intriguing. Not the whole thing. There we go. I haven't played this on the channel. I know. I found one that I didn't play. On the channel, at least. It's a very fun game. I like how they keep adding more and more to the series, or like how Scott keeps adding things to the game. I like that every encounter was different. And this one, like, really felt the most different from the others because you're moving around yourself. So you have that case of instead of waiting for things to come get you, you're actually moving around places and hoping things don't find you. So you're kind of going to them, which is even worse because most of the time in horror games, like, the part that scares me the most is I don't want to go in there. Why would you do that? Let's not go in there. What if we kicked the window out of this house and got the heck out of here? Anyways, yeah, I really enjoyed Sister Location. It made me happy. And completely terrified. Alright, I wasn't sure if that one was going to pop up as easily as I wanted it to, because I can never remember if it has 2 E's or not. Light! I've played on the channel. It's a cute little RPG game. I like, this is one of the ones where I really, really enjoyed the story. Like, honestly, the combat aspects of it are less important to me than the story, even though I made sure to fight everything, because I wanted my little dragon girl to be as strong as possible. And I had a lot of fun. It's 3 games in one. Oh, did they do another thing? I might have to go look into that. Anywho, but yeah, all the characters stood out a lot to me. They were very interesting. I liked the world that things were set in. I liked the art style. I just really enjoyed everything about the game. I was also surprised that it came out this year. I thought it was older than that because like I felt like I had heard about it for forever, but I hadn't, which is the best part because I got to play it, enjoy it. Alrighty, I don't know if you guys remember me playing this, but I did, and it was a blast. And I'm come here, thank you. Matter of Murder is essentially Clue. But I really like the art style. I like the stuff that the characters say. I like that I don't have to play Clue with other people, which is the worst part of playing Clue. Because nobody knows how to play Clue, and that's what makes it hard. People move around, you can inspect things, every scenario is different. Not to mention, like, when you're playing through it, sometimes there's different versions of the game. It's not just a matter of talk to everyone until you figure out who killed who. It's more of talk to everyone until you figure out who's lying and that's going to be your truth. Or figure out who doesn't have an alibi. Things like that. It's not always as simple as figuring out that it was, frost splits or spritz in the dining room with a gun. Sometimes it's just like, alright, so everybody knows it was a gun. Now I gotta figure out who it was. Plus, look at that art style. That art style is amazing. It's like so perfect for it, 'cause it's like you're all suspicious. And they're all drawn to look suspicious, which just, it's perfect, in my opinion. I'm gonna say that word way too often. Alrighty. So, the Rusty Lake games recently came to Steam. And I just put Rusty Lake in general. There's 2 games. There's Rusty Lake Hotel, which I have played through. And there is Rusty Lake Roots, which I intend to play through on the channel. But, like, in general, I have liked most of the Rusty Lake games. I don't think this one's going to let me down. I'm going to focus on Rusty Lake Hotel, though. Both fit my price range. But they're point-and-click adventures. You can figure stuff out. There's bonuses for getting extra things. There's an interesting little story to it. In a way, it's sort of done like room escape games, which I guess saying cube escape sort of explains that. Not to mention, I didn't feel bad for killing any of those people. They were all jerks. Although they're animals, but they're like animal people, so I don't know. Anyways, it was really just that bat freaked me out now and then. It was like a really interesting series, and I liked figuring out how I'm going to kill these animals. I think I've mentioned that I won't play Rusty Lake Hotel on the channel because I've already played it, and I feel like you guys are going to miss the fun of like me discovering stuff as I go. If you guys really want me to, I will play it on the channel, and then I'll do the new Rusty Lake game, Roots, and pop both on the channel so you guys can see both of them. But I don't know, I feel like it would be less fun for you guys if I played something where I've already solved the puzzles before. Anywho, and last but not least, and this might be out of the ballpark for some of you, I don't know. The sequence is my 10th game in the list. Remember, this isn't in any order. This is a, like, really simple logic puzzle game, and I just find it soothing. I like to... You move boxes and stuff like that around, and you try to push this orb to where it's going to be there. You push and pull... Like, there's an example of how it works, and you have to do it so many times reliably. So you really have to find a way to make a functioning loop. And I don't know, like, I like the music of it. It's a fun game. I like figuring out how the puzzle works. And for some reason, it feels like kind of mechanical to me, like you're putting together a machine, which is part of why I like putting together computers and stuff so much anyways. Like, I got a degree in that because I enjoy doing that, because it's just... I like solving things like Rubik's Cubes and puzzles and putting things together right. So, the sequence ended up kind of fitting into that category for me. Like, you're trying to find something that's going to repeatedly complete a task. And yeah, normally it's $2 right now, it's $1. So like it's half off right now. And talking about it's making me want to play it. Like the first time I played this, I think I opened it up to like check it out, and then it was 2 hours later, and my boyfriend was like, "Are you still playing that game? Because I thought we were gonna do something." I was like, "Oh crap, sorry." Anyways, it's a really interesting game. I think it's worth a look. I think everything on this list is worth a look. The trail is free on your phone, so I don't understand why anyone wouldn't play that, or at least get it to check it out and see if they like it. All these games are under $10, and most of the time they're on some version of a sale anyways. I'm pretty sure all the ones I listed were on sale right now anyways. At least the ones that have a price on Steam. Anywho, so that was my top 10 games of 2016. I'm looking forward to what new stuff comes out this year in 2017, since I'm recording this on the 1st. And, you know, maybe you guys will shoot me some suggestions when stuff comes out, because a lot of times I miss things for a while. Alright, so I'm Cheap, that's the list, and I'll see you guys in whatever thing I see you guys next in. Bye.